right. Hey, look at that. My settings actually saved this time. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing all right. All right, I'm gonna keep working on spawns. So current rainfall 0.19. So it's just a very light rain. I guess I gotta figure this out. I'm thinking if there's light rain, maybe I want to lower this a little bit. Maybe make this like from 0 to like 1. And then for these elements, I could do like 11 and then up. That'll probably be the best. And here we go. Hey Daz, how's it going? Hey Crickerlope, yo, Torch, hey, welcome in. Right now I am working on elemental spawns. I decided to break them up a little bit more, so right now they're currently split. 4 elements are spawning when it's warm out, right? 4 elements spawn when it's cold. I'm going a step further, so I'm breaking it down into 2 elements now. So like if it's warm and it's sunny, then fire and nature elementals will only spawn. If there is rain, then it's going, and warm and raining, it is going to be lightning and, oh, what's the other one? Water. Lightning and water, right? So wintertime, it's going to be when it's not snowing, right? When there's no weather, it's going to be earth and arcane, and then if there's a snowstorm, it's going to be, of course, frost and wind. So that's what I'm doing right now. I added another counter metric to the debug block. It tells me what the current rainfall is. So I'm just making sure that, you know, the creatures that do spawn are the right ones. All right, we're taking a break from VS today due to people starting to feel burnt out. Morrowind multiplayer instead. Is that it? Just as we're about to actually get to making some grimoires, right? So right now, having it being warmer out, I should see oh god, what was it? Lightning and water elementals. I think I also have to up their spawn chances as well. Because each time I do this, all the counters have to be like readjusted. Let's do game mode 1. So I'm not seeing anything spawn here. Not yet. Let's up the counters a little bit. So that means that the spawn chance will probably be similar to like a 1-5 here. For the drones, honestly, I think it's going to be like maybe a 4. Fritz coming in with the tier 1 sub, 14 months. Man, that's awesome. Hey, Fritz. Man, that's some really nice tweaks. Not gonna lie, yeah. I'm trying. I was able to figure some stuff out. I had to look pretty deep in the spawning system, but I think if this works out, it's gonna be a nice blend of elementals. It'll be nice. And then of course I think during like temporal storms, you know, it would still be the same kind of counters, but you would just get more of them. All right, so I just upped the rates by quite a bit. Oh, what do we got down here? We have... So we have a water drone. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not... I'm not admin. Alright. You know what? Game mode 2. I'm not sure... Oh, we got another guy over here. So that's the nature. I don't think they're supposed to spawn, right? Let's take a look. So for the sentry, right? So fire and nature, minimum rain is 0. The maximum rain, oh, is 2.5. Oh, I must have changed it only here. Okay, I only changed it here. Well, now I gotta copy this. Paste that in, save. Fireball. Reload again. Vice brutally destroyed by his own creations. They do that. But I get my revenge. They have been tested on quite a bit. I mean, the corpse explosion spell had to, you know, had to be tweaked. Okay, so this is not going to be a good representation of what spawns. Let's go somewhere else. Speed over. What's over here? That's pretty neat. I like seeing some of that stuff. Here we go. All right, let's do a quick look here. Any elementals? Nope. This looks pretty good, right in this valley. Since they do like to spawn around rifts, which I think is a really cool feature. Oh, we got a water elemental already. Perfect. And we got our lightning drone as well. And those are the two that we should be seeing when it's warm out. What do we got? We got lightning, got another lightning, got a couple waters. Got another water there. So what happens with the water, I think I got it right. You'll notice there are two spawned here. I increased the cap a little bit. There's a very rare chance that, well, not very rare. There is a uncommon to rare chance that when these guys spawn, they will spawn with a partner and then go their separate ways. So it adds a little bit more random to the amount that can exist. But yeah, it looks like that is perfect. Let's make it stop raining. There we go. Let's put down an admin tool. All right, so yeah, we are definitely right at the brink of having no rain. It's summertime. Let's go over here. Right, rifts are spawning. It does make sense that ice elementals don't spawn in like 50 degrees outside while melting down. Yeah, right. No frosties here. Here we go. So we got our nature. We should have nature and fire for this time of year. So we just gotta wait, look around the area here. Oh, see, got a couple natures coming up. There's our fire. See, the drone spawn rate, I think maybe the sentries need to be just a little less. So sentry, maybe make this like a 1.25. And I think I have to up the drones because the drones aren't just locked to the surface. The sentries are. The drones could be underground right now, and I just don't see them. Got anything? No, I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, the drones could be underground. How do I do this? Mess with my work, but I'll mess with your spawn rate, Vice, at the elementals, right? You dare get in my way? Man, that, you know what? Even with that chance, this really does put the spawn... You know, I'm gonna do a 1. A 0.1. That's actually what the drifters have now after they were toned down. Oh, cool. Okay, we got one drone. Yeah, we got one drone, but like everything else spawned, so... All right, let's save this. Boop. You want to mess with me? I created you. I can take you out. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay, we got fire. That was pretty quick. So the good news is it looks like my system for looking at weather and temperature is actually working, which is fantastic. Got that guy over there just chilling. All right. Probably have numerous guys underground. All right, let's make it winter time now. December. Here we go. And let's go over here. New spot. So I keep going to a new spot too because go this way. So I made it to where these guys will despawn automatically if they are within a certain minimum distance from you. There's a timer that will tick. It's the same kind of thing that drifters have and the shivers and things like that. So as you're exploring, it keeps them alive for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how far away you are. And then it will start terminating those creatures and then forcing spawns for new ones. So it's not like you explore an area and then you got them all in this area and then you go, you know, 1,000 blocks in one direction, or not 1,000, right? But far enough away to where they're still kind of in the loaded chunk, and then you see no spawns, right? It's going to start calling things back based on how close players are. So let's go over here. I don't see any elementals. This is looking good. Let's open up some rifts. We'll open up a bunch. Look, it's like a plague. Hey, we got Earth. All right. So this one should be Earth and Arcane. Hey, there's Arcane. Nice. Another Arcane. Perfect. Oh, we got a couple flyers. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, these spawn rates are way too high, but... And the temperature right now, it is -6, so that is definitely in the zone. Sweet. Okay. Looking good. Let's go again somewhere else. Okay, we'll go over here. And we're gonna make it rain. There we go. Or make it snow. It's a very gentle snow. Here, we'll open up a bunch of rifts and take a look. So for this, we should see frost and wind. Oh, I hear him. Oh, there's the frost. All right. This is awesome that this is working. We got another frost. I just got to find a wind. Oh. There it goes. There's the wind drone. Sweet. All right, cool. Hey, we're doing it. Seasonal temperature time-based spawns does make specific elemental resistance / damage combos less annoying to swap out. Yeah, so it's not like, you know, every time you step foot outside, right? You can be like, oh, it's raining, it's warm, it's going to be these two kind of elementals that I'm probably going to see, you know? Yeah, it's snowing out, bring resist ice and fireball. Exactly, right? Exactly. Yeah, that or earth, because you'll also have the chance of getting the wind elementals. So if you bring resist wind and then earth spells, you know, you'll wreck things. Peter, were there some changes to spawn rates of enemies? Because when me and my friends started playing with Magic Mod, we got utterly obliterated by like 24 nightmare Botorns coming from rifts. That ain't me, buddy. if it's Botorn related, that is the base game. That's not anything to do with me. Peter, this is a balancing act. So the fact that they had drifters upped and kind of locked in for rift activity, because it was the only thing that was pulling from the pool, right? Like there needed to be enough of them to spread it out. But when they added 2 other creatures in there, then it was more noticeable, because you had all of those plus everything else, which feels like it's kind of ridiculous. I think the Botorns themselves were like the worst offenders for like 1.20, it seemed. They're dialing it in. Last I knew, they reduced the spawn rate of the drifters, but I think they're still doing things with the Botorn. But yeah, and it's the same kind of stuff we're doing here, right? I had everything set for a certain amount, you know, for spawning. And then I took away, instead of 8 creatures sharing that, it became 4. So I had to dial in all the numbers again to get the spawn rates to be back up, so you notice it and you see them spawn. And then I just divided it by another 2, right? So now I'm left with 2, so I have to play around with that decimal point now to really make this feel good. Just felt like it didn't happen before, but yeah, the other part of this, Peter, too, is that you need to look at current rift activity. You can't see because my head's in the way. Right there, that right there, having it be calm. The more rifts that you have around, the crazier things get. Like, I have 1 rift open here. Now creatures can start, see, we had nothing the whole time I'm talking, and now that there's a rift around, now it's spawning my creatures. There are times when I've done this test before streaming, and a shiver comes out, you know? This system also scales with the amount of players in a server. If you have more people, it multiplies it by the amount of people divided by some kind of amount, so it's not like a straight like multiplication thing, like, oh, you know, there could only be ever 4 of these, now there's a second player, now it's 8. I think it scales it a little bit, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But see, if I just open up a bunch of rifts, like all of that right there with my admin tool, yeah, see, there are more ticks happening now. You'll also notice things like the flowers over here, right? If I just open up a bunch of rifts over there, bam, it's like instant transformation for some things. So it's a neat system, but I mean, you know, each time you mess with it, you got to find the right things again. You know, the right amounts. And do you see the fact that they're closing? It's because, oh, rift activity is very high, so it looks like it has shifted. Rift activity also dictates how many of these can be active in the world at a time, how many rifts. So when it's like apocalyptic, you'll probably see a lot of things, and it's going to feel like you're being swarmed, because, you know, you could have a rift or 2 open in the backwoods and not even know it, but the creatures are spawning and pouring in. So it's interesting. Asterbrook, hey, he's streaming while I'm home. It's a miracle. Sad question. Can you do the ritual, the rift ritual indoors, or does that have to be outside? You could do any ritual inside. Yep. Doesn't matter what it is. So yes, the rift one, yes. All of them. Okay, so this is too prolific. I'm going to... I think I'm gonna make it 0.5, and then this is too much. All right, let's reload. Yeah, so I think no one has complained. So this is the thing with when, like, if anyone's made mods, you'll know that there are things wrong when people interact with you. No one ever comes to you and just messages you out of the blue or anything saying, Vice, this is such an amazing thing you've done. Thank you. Everything is working. There's always something else, right? So whenever you see messages coming in, you know that like 90% of the time, someone has found something or they want something changed, right? Since the last update, or last like 2 updates, I haven't really like it has died down. It is very died down. Like, I think the combat overhaul stuff is working because people are no longer asking me for combat overhaul stuff. See, it's sad you got to do this, right? Because I have no idea if the stuff's working. I did what I thought, you know, knowing very little about the mod. I did what I thought, you know, should be done. I made my changes to my systems, you know, and it's like everything's done. I put out the other thing with, you know, the trait acquirer stuff. I haven't heard anyone talk about if it's working, right? But I haven't got a single message saying that it wasn't working. So I have to assume that the fact that it's been like radio silence all of today means that things are working. I need to build a death chamber underground, put Devouring Void into. That's what I do. Concerned about ethical concerns, but it's only devouring drifters and similar horrors. You better hope that you know, your Feverstone horse or anything doesn't wander too close. Although I do have the horses and the donkeys on the blacklist, right? The deny list. So the Devouring Voids right out of the box will not eat those creatures. Other ones it will. It's not just drifter creatures, like anything, a chicken, your pigs in your farm. Like if they wander too close, they're gonna get chomped. Rustburger when? I don't know. Yeah, I could go for a nice cheeseburger. I've been craving a good cheeseburger, but there's really... I think I'm gonna have to make it. That and fried chicken. Like, around me, there are no good fried chicken places. I want, like, the nice, tender, moist, right? You bite into it, and it's just like a flavor crystal exploding in your mouth. Nope. Not around here. We got crappy KFC. That's about it. I'm very happy you made this one. Well, thank you, Daz. I do appreciate it. Heyo. Did that work? Did that work? Did what work? Hey Zet, how's it going? What's the plan now? I have to dial in the I should probably make a bunch of riffs while I'm talking. I gotta see that right there. I gotta make sure that not every creature spawns right away. So right now I'm just adjusting the spawn rates with the new season and precipitation modifiers. Nanotech, hey! Still doing magic? Yes, I am chained, still doing magic. I want to start working on the machines mod. I got a lot of work to do in that one. Yes and no. I mean, it could be a lot. It depends on how deep I want to go with it. See, like all of this, I need to bump the sentries down a little bit more. So for the sentry, let's do like 0.8. You know, maybe, yeah, 0.8 and the max quantity by type. I think I'll keep it at 2. And the drones. Let's do like a 404. Boop. Let's put on another song. Let's see. There we go. You can do a similar thing under your farm. Build a trench around your farm, the gap under it. I put a devouring void down there. You eat the raccoons and rabbits and such that fall in. Yeah, right? Only good fried chicken is the one you make on your own. Yeah, I don't want to make it. It would be nice to have places around here where I could just like call and, you know, have good food made for me, and then I pay them money, and then I get to eat good food. It would be nice. All right, there we go. Oh, you know what? I don't know if the amount of rifts that I open up has anything to do with the rapid rates. Crap. I need to open only one instead of spamming like 10 at a time. Alright, so we'll come over here. Here, up one. There we go. Although now I have those other ones spawned, and it could take up to 30 seconds for those to go away. I should make an archive chamber with pylons markers. Yeah. Got a question. There is any of terraforming magic? Oh, are there no, there's not really terraforming. I was going to do like a dig spell. I had planned on like a ritual of upheaval, and I think I called it like Ritual of the Abyss, but I haven't done any of that. It's, you know what it is, like in Minecraft, it's easy to make stuff because it's like, okay, you have, right, like your wood pickaxe, you know, your cobblestone pickaxe, you have your iron pickaxe, you know what I mean? You have the gold, which is just kind of useless, you know, you got your diamond pickaxe. So it's easy to scale spell, like a spell like that, based on a tier, you know, like a superficial tier. I don't really have that in this game because, like, there we go, we got one spawn. That actually, this may actually be pretty good. Let's imitate apocalyptic, right? You got like 3. But, well, like I was saying, the problem is, like, there's a super complex system for, like, protection and, like, your armor damage and stuff like that, the different tiers. But everything goes from, like, tier 0 to tier 2. Right? Like, for your combat and everything. And it's like, yeah, everything's scaled against tier 2. Wolves? Tier 2 attack damage, right? Like, it's like, oh, okay. Everything that tries to kill you is all set for tier 2. Cool. So is your armor. Okay. So it's kind of hard to make a spell that's not going to be super overpowered, like Dig. And we got a couple spawns there. That was a double. So they both spawned and now they're going their separate direction. Separate ways. I don't like how the frost looks. I think I'm gonna change their appearance. The crystal's better. I think maybe the rock needs to be like snowy. Maybe a little splash of white in there. Maybe the crystal needs to be lighter. Maybe a little more vivid. I don't know. I just want to see. Ah, here we go. Wind. There we go. And we got a wind over there. I think that it's still okay. The current rift activity is very high right now. Oh, and the other part is, I mean, these guys, they did recently get a pretty big nerf. They used to see you from, like, so far away. Right, now I can come over here. Right? Now the guy finally saw me. Right? If I come over, where's that other guy? There. See? Like you can get kind of close now, and they're, you know, they don't see you from like 25 blocks away. And because of that, they're actually easier to avoid and outrun. See, like they already lost, well, except for all of these, right? But those two already lost their, you know, their will to attack me. Oh, freaking wolf. See, and they stopped attacking me. As long as you don't attack them first. If you attack them, you lock in like 30 seconds of them trying to get to you. Ah! GM2. That wolf was still after me? Screw that wolf. Screw that guy. Alright, let's see. Did you see my question on seasonal spawning in Discord? I don't think I did. As in you can pull the game date to determine season. No. Well, I can pull game date. See, the thing is, I can't do anything like that with spawning, Aster. Like, I need to operate. Oh, look at that. Lucky. I need to operate within the system, the spawn condition system of the base game. So I'm able to do this because I found enough hook ins to actually, you know, be able to spawn things based on weather, right? Based on precipitation, based on it's actually, I believe it's climate is what I had to go with, like temperature climate, and it's the active current temperature climate. I think there's one that pulls ores out of the earth. Yep, that is the ore bringer. Hope it works. I love shit like this. Ritual of flattening just makes the flat area around the ritual area. Practice magic that acts like utility. Yeah, right? Yeah, moves in the game keep killing me. Frost look like donut with tiny amount sugar stuff. I don't know, what do you call it? Powdered sugar? Is that what you're talking about? Aside, how long is a rift-affected rift bloom supposed to take to grow? More to the point, how are you supposed to keep a rift open long enough for that? Or does it just need to be a rift affected by harvesting? Nope. When you summon a rift into the world, or when a rift spawns, the current rift activity is the most important thing. So if you do a ritual, to get the most out of that ritual, you want to make sure that it's apocalyptic, very high, even medium, will hold the rift open. If it's calm, the rift may stay up for about 30 seconds, and then it will close. So you need to look at the rift activity before spawning. As soon as a plant is in the area, let's just get a rift bloom seed. Mario. There we go. Right? Will sprout in about a day. But if you look, you may not know the way the numbers are ticking down. But you see, like, transition total time, 48 hours. It's supposed to be 2 days. Right now, it's ticking down. I believe it's 4 times as fast. You can see the little particles there. Again, here, if we bring this over here, you could see the difference there with the decimal point. How slow it ticks down. Really, you're counting the 3rd decimal place, right? And then waiting for that to tick down. This guy over here, right? It's the 2nd decimal place that you're kind of looking at. So it's a pretty big change. If this rift goes away, it keeps all of the days left that it had. So even if it's low, like, you could, you know, lock in 30 seconds of accelerated ticks, right? Speed. That's how it works. Seasons depend on latitude as well. That is true. So seasons themselves are not tracked in game. I think people can also shift the length of the months and stuff too. I'm not sure how that would greatly impact things, because I don't know if it's uniformed or not. I know people do their own custom thing though. So I'm seeing a decent amount of elementals. I think it needs to be pushed back a little bit more. Maybe like a 7 here. The drones, oh man, maybe like 3-5. Oh, you know what? I could also, yeah, you know what? 6, I think, you know, let's reduce that by just 1. Reload. Same duration as normal, but while affected by a rift, it grows 4 times faster. Yeah. Yep. I think someone was confused about that too, because they noticed that you could hold sneak and see other things, and it's like the rift isn't affecting it because it still says 48 hours. It's like, well, yes, that is the built-in amount of time, but you know, you should also look at the ticks too and how rapidly it's coming in. Yeah, and will sprout in about a day. That's, oh, run, rabbit. Oh, that wolf is about to get a taste of beach justice. Oh shit, it killed him. Oh. A fucking mushroom cloud. I love it. Here, let's make it make it daytime. I don't know why these guys get stuck sometimes. I may have to make their seeking logic or their wander logic maybe a little more robust. Yeah. There we go. Maybe I could do something like if it gets caught in yeah, if it gets like caught underneath something. All right, well, let's clean it up. You know what? That was the offending one. We will take a pity on this one. We'll take pity. Arise! There we go. May have a permanent limp, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Seeds grow. Adds happy trees over there. Yeah, a little happy bush. What I suspect happens is that for each y-coordinate latitude, there's a native temperature range, and it fluctuates between the 2 extremes at summer and winter. And suppose a negative y-coordinate it uses southern hemisphere settings, i.e. summer in the colder. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could do that. I don't know. I can tell you this, that the in your world gen, there is a distance in blocks between the hemispheres. That actually helps bake in, because there's baked in climate information in your block position. So that probably plays a role in there too. Okay, I thought the corpse explosion would be less dramatic. Hell no, it's corpse explosion. I love dark magic. I wanted that spell. You see that red black hole come up, you're like, uh-oh. You can also kill yourself with that too. And you could kill your friends, because the damage will damage every living thing in the area as little chunks of the thing you've detonated fly everywhere. It's a super strong spell. Love that explosion effect. Oh yeah, on the Ravagers. Did you see the new one? Did you see the new effect? Oh man, Ravager's gonna kill me. This Ravager's gonna eat my biscuits. So that's what it is now. I wanted more chunks. Did you hear that it didn't blow your eardrums out? Do you also see that it didn't break anything that's fragile? Here, let's do storage vessels. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Nice and close. Embrace me. Nothing broke. The damage has also been reduced too. Like that right there is because I have all decent protection actually. They were scaled down to where I think they do like 10 points of damage if you have no armor on. So if you're at full health, you will survive an explosion now. Before it did like 18 points of damage for whatever reason, you were dead. Like you better have temperance on because you were just dead. POV, you saw 2 wolf got airstrike, right, Zed? The game uses get climate at for part of its calculation, for example. Yeah. Also, Ravagers leave you at 1 HP. No, they can kill you. They can kill you. Ravagers also have really good drop rates, too. Like, it's the only creature in the game, as of this next update, it's the only creature that actually can drop, or have a chance of dropping, primordial fragments. They drop more rusty dust and shifting fibers, too. I think they can drop up to 3 or 4 of them at a time as well. It's random. They can drop Arcanus. They have like a 50% drop rate to Arcanus. So, but Ravagers, they're a little more rare, right? And they're tricky because if they explode, if they do detonate, you get no loot. So you have to like make sure you hear that fizzle. Oh, come on, bro. Really? Did you not see? Are you the one that I just saved? I shall let this pass, but be warned. Be warned. Yeah, Ravagers drop Arcanus. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. Random funny aside, of all the things magic can do, the fan favorite among my friends has been the fact that transmutation fixes burnt out torches. It had to be done. Because I remember sitting there and I'm thinking like, what is transmutation gonna do, right? Like my thought was it was gonna be like a key, right? It's like a magic key. It triggers effects. I'm like, but there's got to be other uses for it. And I'm like, and I think I was in my little hut and I'm like, these fucking torches keep burning out. I'm like, oh, that's what I could do. This is great. High bounty on those. Yeah. I think the spawn rates are pretty good. Let's, and you notice when there's no rifts around, you're not going to get inundated with elementals. There are like none right now. There are none. But soon as you start playing, right? And the reason why there's none is because I'm in creative. Rifts do not spawn around creative players. They only spawn near survival players. So now that this little guy's out, so the rates have been reduced, but now we actually have a chance to start getting, oh, it's shrinking. I bet it's calm. Yep. Calm activity right there. So that's what would happen if you tried to do the ritual right now. Right now, oh, there we go. It's a terrible time to have a rift open. So, I mean, overall, the system seems to do a pretty good job. I think we got to cut the spawn rates back a little bit more. Ooh. The drones, let's make it... $1.5? The sentry, ooh. Maybe 4.5. Boop. Reload. This is the best part. Get called into ruins for it. If I'm on MP. Light my torches. Well, you could be a true mage. Just open your door and then just cast transmutation, greater transmutation, to light up all the torches. There we go. All right, let's wander away here. Boop, 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 boop. Where was it? Over here? I think I just have to go straight. I do have to admit, the water in 1.20 looks pretty sweet. like the reflection of it, the water surface does look really good. I mean, there's still like nothing at the bottom of the ocean here. We got nothing to explore yet, but I think it's coming. I think it's coming. All right. So let's come over here in our little nook. I'll make one. Make just one rift. And now we wait. So as a player, you would be, you know, doing whatever. This thing spawns on the other side of the mountain that you can't see. How long does it take before we start seeing some drones? Some sentries. Oh, it went away again. All right, I think I may have to skip time. Let's look at, let's see, calm. Oh, that was rain. Whoops. Skip ahead a little bit. Still calm? Really? Medium. All right. I can deal with medium. Although it does suck that it's nighttime. Let's just hope that it stays medium. Good. All right, so that guy should stay out for a little while. You know what I would love? I'll in one moment here, let's see. Yeah, good for the major update that added sailboats. Yeah, right. So what's it mean when my days left on Riftbloom are negative? Still a sprout? It means that it's waiting for whatever the next update tick is to accelerate it to the next thing. That's what it means. But it means it is now eligible for the upgrade. All right, so we got some things here. All right, so I see one guy walking on land. We had a double spawn. You know, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the number as this. What I was saying before, though, is I love the game Atlas. I used to play the crap out of that game. Just getting in like a pirate ship and then just like sailing around, right? You find the shipwrecks and you put on your scuba gear and you like dive down to the bottom, and you know, like I love doing that stuff, doing the treasure maps and whatnot. I would love for some kind of mod that brought that stuff in. Would love it. Yeah, see, around the rift there is activity. It's almost like a bee's nest. But everywhere else you're good to go. I think that is highly acceptable. I think that's good. I think we got it. At the bottom of the lake ponds and the oceans, it's still completely useless, muddy. Yeah, it is. I mean, I have a submarine machine, but there's no reason for it right now because what are you going to explore? You know, muddy gravel. Can't wait for scuba tanks or something like that, and structures underneath the waves. Yeah, if you have magic nanotech, I have endless breath. Can I offer you a magical scuba tank? I'm just really rooting for Vintage Story to implement LOD system like Minecraft mod, Far Horizons. Man, I just want animated textures and dimensions. That's all I want. Posture check? All right, yeah, I'm probably slouching. It's been a slouching kind of day. Sea of Thieves and Sailwind are both fun ways to experience very pretty seas. SOT is more arcadey, a straight up simulation. Magic scuba tank in these trying times. Can I offer you a nice egg in these trying times? I think we're good. All right, so we're good with spawning. What else can I shove into this update? What else? Spawns should be better. Let's see. So far in the update, besides the spawning stuff that I just did, elemental spawns are now changed. The drones don't fight each other. And when I bring in the elemental rift system, I can turn that back on. Drone sentry behavior times have been reduced to help circulate spawns. Yeah, drones, I haven't seen it yet with combat. I tried to give them a hit and run. I saw it and it looked neat. I think there's like a 25% chance to where like when they hit you, I think, or you hit them, they have a chance of running for a little bit. It's the same thing that the shiver does when you're fighting it, where it like backs off and then it comes back for an attack. I made sure that the drones have that just to see what it's like, which is pretty neat. Drop rates, I talked about those. Oh, I added something. I added something. I don't know if it's gonna stay in. Whoops. I don't know if it's gonna stay in, but I just recently added the destruction ritual that turns that calcined flint into lime. So I'm thinking, well, you can now get lime water, which is a little easier. So I decided to just make a barrel recipe where you could create over an extended period of time more crystals passively with the barrel recipe. I don't know. I'm still dialing it in. I may disable it. May disable it before the update goes out. But ideally, right, to just throw in your stuff sealed for, you know, so you gotta wait a couple days. 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop. So 1 more hour should do it. Sealed for 3 days. There we go. See, so I just turned 12 crystals over 3 days into 24. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I want to make it to where you can't put 12 in. But that would increase the amount of liters of lime water you would have to have. So I'm still working on it, but I have all the hard work done. Now it's just a matter of, well, what's the liquid, and then what's the amount, and then what's the time. You can duplicate crystals with lime water. Well, I'm toying with the idea of giving you that ability. You can't do it right now. I just added this. I did it actually on lunch today. Dilly, hey, how's it going? I think I would want to make it to where you could only do like 4 crystals, like maybe 3 crystals. 3 crystals here, and then the medium would be 2, and then the large would be 1 per barrel for duplication. So it's, you know, oh, look at that! I got an achievement. Oh, let's take a quick look here. What? Ooh, look at that! Next step: soul bind to an attunement core. I'll get right on that. Billy, all right, all right. You know, Dilly, past couple of days, I had thought about, like, what to ask you next time I saw you. And I'm completely blank right now. Completely blank. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well. We haven't gotten a .4 release. I'm expecting one soon. It's been a while. So I think everything is good there. I think everything's good. Yeah. Hopefully that it means that everything is good and that you haven't run into problems. Although, you know, that's the nature of the beast. I've been, yeah. Combat overhaul is darn near done me in. What am I gonna work on? What last minute things can I add in? Any other rituals people want? We can make lime now with magic. at that. All right, my little drone. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, rainfall 0. It's -14. Yeah, we should have these guys, arcane and earth elementals. And you notice too, like that guy just spawned not near a rift. So I think when there are no rifts around, this is really what you're gonna see, right? Maybe a 1Z, 2Z elemental, then right, get some rifts going on, and then you're gonna start to see, there we go, right? You're gonna start to see some spawns. Well, there's a couple of annoying bugs. Should be okay-ish. I hope you nail them. Nail them. What's the environmental trigger for arcane elementals, by the way? The environmental trigger is that it needs to be -1 or lower for temperature, and it needs to be either not raining, so the rain should be 0, between 0 and 0.1, which means that it could kind of be drizzling, but yeah. Basically, there needs to not be any crazy weather. It's the same thing with the Earth. The Earth, it's the same thing. If there's wind, right? If it's a little more stormy, right? Like this right here, right? It's considered gentle snow. There you go. You could see we got the frost elementals spawning, and we will also get wind elementals. The current elementals will stay out, so. They'll stay out until they wander far enough away to despawn, or you kill them and loot them. But yeah, that's what this is. We make it all the way 100%. I do like the snow. That's the one thing I liked in Minecraft, was like I would always find like a snowy biome, and when it rains, like I hated the rain. I love the snow. Like the flakes coming down, it was awesome. I love snow. Oh yeah. Server is up. How long do you have for streaming today? I got like maybe 10 more minutes here, and then I have to get off. Getting a couch. So getting a couch. I'm a little sad. I had a couch. I had bought it at like one of those what they did is they had like the furniture in there that had like chemical stains or something was like wrong with it, but the person or the company or whatever had bought like an old school, and it was like a rundown school. It looked haunted as hell, but you could just walk into the classrooms, and I remember there was I went with a friend, and we walked into like one of the big, it looks like it may have been like an auditorium, and there was like a dead crow like in the center of like all of these like a bird must have got in, and I'm just looking down at it with my friend. I'm like, this place has got to be haunted, right? It was just like a ritual. What's going on? I got this nice couch though, $89. It was awesome, and I had the couch for like 15 years. It was my first piece of furniture. I had it for 15 years, but it was time to get a new one. It was time. So cold and dry, you got it, Daz. Also, we got a lot of new players, so servers have been struggling a bit lately. Yeah, I noticed a lot more people are playing this game. It's awesome. Yeah, he's trying to fix those. I got you. Vice, you did every type .9 Minecraft in game. Wait, did what? Did you every type .not Minecraft in game? I never did. Oh, not. I did not know that existed. Dilly, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. That's fantastic. Pay more attention to the stream than the game for a minute. Accidentally run out of your temp stability while standing near your farming rift and promptly spawn nightmare bow torn. Yeah, I hear the Bowtorns are kind of... Oh, look at that. It's nice seeing other creatures spawn. Yeah, I hear the Bowtorns are kind of brutal. Very brutal. It's like, hey guys, right? Yeah, drifters. Yeah, they throw stones with deadly accuracy. I was like, all right, we fixed that, but hold my beer. Let me show you this new creature called a Bowtorn. Wait 1 minute here. I got something to show you. That's so... I love that. No, this is not Minecraft. So anything else? Any last minute things before I push out this update? Update will probably be maybe a little later, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how long I stream for, how much time I have after I get off stream. Because if no one can think of anything else, then I'm going to push this out with the new spawn rates. I think as long as people aren't complaining about like crashes or anything, I think I can start making like new systems again. Or at least going to the machine mod. I wanna make some machines. I don't like, that's right, frost elementals. Let's pull up the texture. I'm changing them a little bit right now. Textures, tools, spells. Oh, Dilly, when are we getting full-blown dimensions and animated textures? Did you add download more RAM to the mod yet? No, no? Did I add download more RAM to the mod yet? Did I add... Is that like another command you're gonna tell me about? It's interesting how some people... I don't think they realize how demanding the game can be when you're running like 50 mods, you know? Let's go to the textures. Textures. All right, so here are the textures. Okay, items. I want entities. Creatures, elementals. Drone. Frost. Here we go. So I made the crystals kind of bright anyways, so solid rock and the cobblestone are what I'm going to want to do. Let's... I think really just making it a little lighter could help a lot. Let's try that. And then let me go to the crystal. Maybe make it brighter? And we can come over here and just lower the saturation just a bit. So the before, you know what? Let's, there we go. Make it nice and bright. Print screen. So that is the before. Oh, you know what? That's going to be a little different just because, yeah, see? There, it's not so frost covered here. Okay, let's do another print screen. There we go. All right, so that's what they look like currently. Let's reload. Fireball. No commands. We already have full dimensions. Well, maybe I need to understand the implementation of them better. When I think of like a full dimension, I'm thinking like Minecraft, right? I can create a new dim, right? It's completely separate. I could teleport you over to it. You know what I mean? Like it's got world gen. It's, you know, like it's a whole new world that I can play with. That's what I mean. And if we currently have that, then it was not pronounced that way in the documentation. Like it's theoretically you can do that. Then I think I need a working example to really understand what's going on with it then. All right, here we go. It does seem more frosty. Oh, hold on. That's the old one, right? That's the old one. See if we can get a little side by side here. I do like it more. The crystals look better, I think. The crystals seem more frost-like. I still don't like the other textures. I think maybe it needs to be... Maybe it does need to be, like, whiter. You know what? Maybe whiter, and then I need to come down here and maybe tone down the saturation just a little bit. Let's try that. Boop. Alright, let's take a look at chat here. I'm here for the elemental dimensions, a proper rust dimension. Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, like I love the Nether in Minecraft. I loved it. Like it gave me a reason to explore. And I feel like I hop in the game now, and I don't really care to see like what's over the next cliff. You know, because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be more mountains that look, you know, a certain way. I hate this. I don't know why. Is it too light? It's too light, right? It's too light. I think we're getting closer, but it's just too light. Let's come back over here. Just like darken it back up a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know, you know what? Maybe that could work. But we haven't done that yet, and there may be some issues along the way. Yeah, it's growing. It's a growing game. I mean, I remember when beds were first brought into Minecraft, and it's like, oh my god, this is the best. You can set your spawn point? Man, did you see that a little while ago where it was like Notch, right? The guy who made Minecraft was like, what if I make a Minecraft 2? And people are going crazy about it, and I'm like, I mean, in comparison to like what, you know, like looking at what it was back in the day, don't. Like, trust me, you cannot make a Minecraft 2 right now. I don't think you can do it, buddy. Just stop. You know, like there was no other game like Minecraft. We could tolerate the fact that, you know, you had 4 monsters and a bed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the original Minecraft. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not really excited about this. Like, you cut and run. You know, like you're the parent that left their child. That's now all of a sudden you want to come back. You want to be a part of my life. I like the new elementals now. I like the new texture. It feels more frosty and less like vivid teal. Crystals actually seem like they're frosted too. I like it. Let's take a look what the sentry looks like. Oh, the frost sentry. We have to copy and paste, right? So that's the before and after. So yeah, see, that's what it was before. It was just too vivid, I think. So let's change the textures for the sentry. So that's going to be the cobblestone, the solid. Copy, paste. Let me change the Ravager as well. Frost, cobblestone, paste. There we go. Copy this, paste, paste, then copy this, paste, and paste. File, save all, baby. Perfect. Fireball it in and reload. I'm not sure how well World Gen will work, but it should. I remember the original Minecraft. Would be fun to see MC2 open source with mod support. Yeah, it would be. I'm still holding out for Hytale myself. That game, like, the combat looked, like, nice. Like, I remember getting excited, like, seeing some of the combat. Okay, that is a Frost Sentry right there. Perfect. Oh, I gotta update the textures for the boss creatures, too. You know, Dilly, what I did want to do is I did want to look at the devastation code. Because and tell me if I'm crazy with what I'm thinking I could do. I could set up an altar that when you complete the summoning altar for like the boss creature, it works just like the devastation, right? I can teleport you into that instance because I think that's what the devastation currently does. And then I can have, right, like my sentinel or whatever the creature is. I want to add wyverns and stuff, right? But that guy could be there waiting for you in this new world. I don't think I would want to copy terrain. It would be like a flat plane, right? And then I could destroy it as much as I want, and you know it wouldn't affect people's worlds. That sounds like something that is plausible. That could be done. Kind of like Final Fantasy 11. Like, I don't know if anyone remembered that when you were a conjurer, right? You would use the item, right? And then you would go into, like, you know, Titan's world, right? And you walk along the path, but it's like you are in the elemental space. I doubt an MC2 would take off like MC has by now. Yeah, it's true. Let's go into the Sentinel Frost. I gotta update these as well. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. File, save all. Man, what am I gonna make for dinner? I don't even know what I feel like eating. All right, let's reload. Oh, I want to bring in wyverns too. Elemental wyverns. I want to add more pets. I would like to make a minion system. I've been thinking about it. I think if I try hard enough, there is a way to do it. Throw that. Throw that. Sentinel. So let's see what the new Frost Sentinel would look like. Yeah. I'm getting cold just looking at it. I do have to increase the size by a little bit too, but I think it's pretty solid. Boop. All right. MC2, so Minecraft 2 coming soon. You heard it here, Zat. You heard it here. Well, I guess since no one else has any last minute suggestions, I will wrap up another update. I'll probably slow down on the updates because I'm not really reacting to things anymore. And I think all the I think things are going to be working pretty well. I think it's good. That should work with your boss and dimension thing. Yeah. I just want them to be able to, like, destroy things without people freaking out that, you know, like, oh no, the tree in my front yard was destroyed. Ban that mod, you know? I think there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I have no idea. Work's been super busy. But at least you're doing good. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I remember. When do you stream, Dilly? Do I remember asking you again. Do you have a streaming schedule yet? All right. I think I'm just flying around now. I think I am done being creative. Make a flat world in the alt dimension should also be fast to generate. I'm not. You see, the thing is, I don't really know much about. There are two things that I would love to learn more about. The first one is shaders. Shaders in this game are a mystery to me. I don't know how. Like, I don't know what software people use. You know, I don't know how people make shaders that work for this game. I assume there has to be a program, right? There's got to be a way where I can pull something up, right, and be like, yeah, let me put something in and then have it render to see what the shader is going to be, instead of being in game and like continuously breaking my game, right, and having shader errors trying to render something. I would love to learn shaders. 100. You would see an instant increase in the quality of spells. Because I would probably start no-lifing it if I ever actually figured out how to make my own shaders. That's the one thing. The second thing is the world gen system. I've never really did anything with a world gen system, you know, world gen before. Well, nope. I think that's a train. I think that's the train. I hear the. Yeah, I think that's the train. Well, I don't have a schedule, but I did adjust a thing or two, so maybe stream soonish something. Nice. You gotta hit me up then. I'm about to stream. Time for me to actually write that wiki shader page then. Nanotech, you know shaders and you haven't showed me their ways. Nanotech, come on, man. Shaders are like the one thing though. I wanted to learn like shader, like how to make shaders, because a lot of the stuff, like what you see with the projectiles and stuff, honestly, I took what the Rift did and then I just kept playing with it and modified it and figured out like the basics to manipulate it to look like a fireball, to look like that. But you'll notice all of it is circular. I want to make a beam spell, right? Like this is one of the things I want to do. I want to make a ray spell that just goes from my point to another point. I thought it'd be simple. Nope, it was not simple to do. I was completely stumped. Like I can do the portion where I do the ray cast and I hit the damage, like because I have the channeling system now, right? So you could like hold cast while you're shooting a ray of energy out. I just can't do that. I don't know how. I don't know how to do shaders. I saw there was something with like Shader Toy, and there's some really cool shaders there, but shaders on Shader Toy versus what you can actually put in the game are like two different beasts completely. Two separate things. Like I could tell you this much, a half a day of me fiddling with something that I thought looked kind of basic and neat in Shader Toy did not pan out at all. There was nothing. It just wouldn't work. Nothing loaded. It was horrible. It's horrible. I only know what I used for my Stargate though, so I would need some more practice. I was away for a bit. What are you working on now? Is the spawning thing tweaked now? Yeah, spawning thing seems pretty tweaked. What you missed, I recently redid the textures for frost elementals. Let's pull up like the frost drone here. We'll do the frost sentry. So that's what they look like now. They're a little more like cold looking. The crystal's not as vivid. So that's basically what you missed. Not really. You could just load up the shader program. What shader program? Complete with vertex fragment and geometry shader. See, that's the thing. I don't know what shader program to get. Like, you load up a shader program. Like, I tried Shader Toy, but that's a tool, right? That's a website. And I don't know how to connect what I make from that platform into the game, right? Like, I just need like I just need whatever software, right, that can do, like, make the shaders, like whatever the program is, and then how to convert that to what the game is going to understand. Like, I don't know those two things. If I get that in my hands, I would probably, whatever day that was, I would probably start putting in for, like, time off of work to just stream and figure the stuff out. It would ruin my social life for the next couple of days, but you know what? We would have some brand new shaders for spells. When you put on the barrier spell, there may actually be a bubble forming around you. All right, let's find someone to stream because I need to go. I'm a couple minutes late, but, you know, I like being irresponsible sometimes too. I'm only human. Vintage Story. Who is playing? Oh, Juno Wood. I haven't seen them in a while. We have so many different people playing. It's awesome. We got any suggestions on who to raid? I think I may just default to Juno. Yep, I'll probably just default to Juno. All right, let's do this. /raid. Here we go. Bam. Shaders are GS. Oh, I can't raid Juno. Okay. It gives me some time here. Shaders are GLSL, C-like language with a lot of math involved. So, I mean, Nanotech, is there software where you could render to see, like, okay, I wrote the code and let me see if it actually completes and what it looks like a preview? Mana! It's only simple for people who already know. I'm familiar with the feeling. Bye, man. Appreciate the work. Yep. I like hearing that. Loving the mod. Loving your work, Vice. Thanks. Thank you very much, Torch. Nah, man, I'm going to bed in a sec, just checking in. Well, I am about to raid someone. Not Juno, though. That's a shame. Let's see, who else? There's a lot of people I don't know. We can raid someone new. Let's raid someone new. Definitely not that, though. Let's see. I guess we can raid Shumitsu. They look like they're in winter. Boop, boop, boo. /raid. There we go. It looks like it works. Shader toys should work, I think. Never used it before. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's just like making a mod. I need a way to like decompile or show what I'm trying to accomplish, right? Like in whatever this program is, I should be able to take something like the vertex and fragmentation, the shaders from this game, right? I should be able to load it up in the rift into that game, and I should see the rift. You know what I mean? Like I should be able to like preview the working code. I would think, right? I would think. Reshade is also a thing that allows you to apply your own shaders to existing games. It's interesting. Reshade. I can take a look at that. We use cookies, I decline. I'm watching my weight. Theoretically, you should be able to take the code from Shader Toy and slap it in the game and render it on a flat plane. Maybe I just need to learn more then. My time's running out. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, adios. See you later.